Okay. Well, hi. Okay. Video time. I've got some coffee, my camera, ready to do this. So, this video is basically just to go over a 12-week transformation challenge, I guess you could say, that I'm going to be doing for myself. Starting November 1st, basically I'm going to pull my shit together. It's been a long time coming. So I'm going to be joined by Steve, my fabulous fiance. We both feel like we've hit a point in our fitness where, like I said, we need to pull our shit together. We've both been in places before that we were much happier with our fitness levels, the way we looked, how we felt, everything like that. But within the last year, things have kind of gone downhill. So we need to make a change. That's for sure. Like I said, we were both at stages before that we were much happier with. Steve has told me that he used to have more muscle than he did now. He was leaner than he is now, and he wants to get back to that. Same here. Earlier this year, I was looking better than I've ever looked in my entire life, I think. I had more muscle mass than I do now. I was much leaner than I am now. I mean, for hell's sakes, I could see my abs. I had little veins on my abs that I was very happy with, but yeah, haven't seen those in a while recently. I was looking really good, and then life happened. Mid-April, I made the decision to leave my husband. Yes, I was married before. That was honestly the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my entire life. I moved out from living with my then husband. We ended up finalizing our divorce several months later. But in the meantime, I moved in with my parents for a little while. That didn't exactly work out. So I moved again in with my boyfriend, then boyfriend, now fiance, Steve. And I don't know about you guys, moving really sucks. And so having to do it twice within like a 2-month period, actually that was like a month and a half. I moved twice within a month and a half. And it sucks. Moving is stressful. It's a pain in the ass. It takes up a lot of time. There's just all kinds of things that are involved with it. And so getting comfortable in new places, it sucks. So there was that, and then also I had, for the first time in 4 years, I had to go find a real job. When I was married for almost 4 years, my husband, he works in the oil fields, and so he was making plenty of money, and there was really no need for me to go find a job personally. So basically what I did is I worked for myself as a private personal trainer. I trained people here and there as on an individualized basis, and it worked. I was able to make a little bit extra money there, and kept me busy, and I was able to do what I loved. So it worked out great. But once I moved out and left my husband, that wasn't really enough. What money I was making from that wasn't enough to support myself, so I had to go find a real job. Job number one, I went and got a little waitressing job in a cafe here in town. That worked out fine for a couple months. I mean, the money was decent, and it was something that I was comfortable with because I'd been a waitress before. But my boss was terrible. She treated her employees like crap, and it just I finally hit that point where I was like, you know what, enough's enough. I'm not going to put up with that bullshit, so goodbye. Went and looked around for another job. Finally found a really good job that I'm currently at right now. But there was a point there for about a month where I just didn't have a job. And the stress there really sucked. So, divorce, moving twice, jobs twice. This all happened within a 3-month period. So like I said, at the beginning of that, I felt like I was looking really good. As soon as I moved out and left my husband, things went downhill really, really fast. The stress, emotionally, physically, mentally, just everything, it it had a big impact on me and on my physical fitness. My body, it just went to shit, pretty much. Within a couple weeks, I bloated up. I started seeing cellulite in places I didn't even know you could get cellulite. And I've never had cellulite before, so that was kind of a rough hit to take all of a sudden. Going from looking really good to being a cellulite blob sucked. You know, my self-esteem, my confidence went downhill really fast, and it was miserable. Honestly, I was tired all the time. Stress does interesting things to your body. It really does. I also, within all the stress that was going on, everything that happened, I picked up a few bad habits. I mean, I'm a total nicotine addict these days. But at the time, dealing with a divorce and everything that was going on, it's like sometimes I can understand why people get addicted to like smoking. Me and Steve, we don't smoke. He used to be a smoker, but he took on vape to do something that was maybe a little bit better on his lungs. At least that's a hope. I mean, I don't know how many studies have gone into that, but anyways, so we both vape quite a bit. A little bit less now than we used to, but it's a daily thing. So we have some bad habits that we need to kick. But yeah, earlier this year I picked up vaping, and because it did help for a little while. I mean, I was depressed, I was stressed, everything that was going on. A little bit of nicotine here and there, it helped calm me down. So I got addicted. That does, even though it may be better than smoking cigarettes, it still takes a toll on your lungs. I mean, my air capacity walking into the gym, if I vape beforehand, I go in there and I'm like, I can't fucking breathe. Steve's the same way. So what we've been trying to do is cut that out, at least before the gym, and afterwards, at least giving it a little bit of time before we vape again. And that has helped. It's helped in the gym. Leaving our vape mod at home, it really does help. But we do have some habits that we need to kick, some things that we need to do better on, and that's what this 12-week challenge is going to be about, improving ourselves. So, starting November 1st, the big changes that we're going to be making. Number one, we're going to be working a lot harder in the gym. For the past 6-7 months, we've just kind of been going with the flow mostly. We're tired. We're exhausted all the time. I mean, working full time, other responsibilities in life, it's hard pushing yourself on other things. We still try to make it to the gym every single day, at least 5-6 times a week. But once we get there, like I said, we're usually exhausted, and so we don't push ourselves as hard as we could, or as we should. So starting November 1st, we're going to be pushing a lot harder, whether we are tired or not. We're going to be making it to the gym every single day, at least 6 times a week, whether we're tired or not, again. The second thing that we're going to be making a big change on is our diet. We've been eating a lot of crap food lately, eating out, just grabbing simple things that are quick and easy, because it's convenient. Again, when you work all the time, you get off work and you're tired, you're hungry, the last thing you want to be doing is cooking a meal. That takes time, it takes time, it takes effort, and you just want to sit and chill, and you're hungry, you just want some food, So McDonald's drive-thrus look really convenient, really nice at that time. But enough is enough. We need to be eating a lot better. Steve, he's a manager over at a Mexican restaurant here in town, and for him it's really easy to just grab a freaking burrito or a chonga or something, something that's not really good for you, but again, it's quick and easy. For me, I come home and where we live, there's usually cookies laying out or candy, and those are quick to just grab, and eat, and they're really tasty too. So, but we're going to start buying more healthy groceries, putting in more effort into doing some meal planning, stuff like that. So yeah, eating better, working harder in the gym. We're also going to be keeping ourselves more accountable. When it's just you doing your own thing, it's easy to slack off. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking progress photos every single week. We're going to be keeping updates on our weight, on our progress, everything. And we're going to be posting that on the website, drivenfit.co. The blog section, we're going to be keeping tabs on our progress. And that's a big step for me personally. That's really stepping out of my comfort zone. I do not do progress photos, or you're in your sports bra and shorts. And for me, I'm not even comfortable taking those pictures for myself usually, let alone posting them on the web for everyone else to see. But again, this challenge is about improving on myself, and in order to do that, I need to be stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit. Posting it on the web is going to keep me a little bit more accountable. It's going to push me to want to do better throughout the week, because I know those progress photos are going to be coming up, in a couple days. So, and I'm going to want to be seeing better results, and I want you guys to be seeing the good results, and so that's going to push me to do a little bit better right there. So yeah, that's what me and Steve are going to be doing. 12 weeks of fitness mayhem, pretty much, where we're going to be pushing ourselves a lot harder, physically, mentally, with our diet, or everything. And you know what? It's going to be challenging. We have our jobs still, there's those responsibilities. Also, the holidays are coming up. That's not exactly a good time to be trying to make a change with your physical fitness, because there's all those holiday goodies that you just love to enjoy. But so that's going to be more of a challenge right there, but we're going to do it. We want to get a jump start on our New Year's resolutions pretty much. So once January comes around, we're going to be on the last month of our 12-week challenge, and hopefully looking really, really good. So by the time everyone else is getting started, we're going to be finishing up. So that's the plan. We're going to be making a big change. If you guys want to follow us on our blog, on YouTube, that'd be awesome. Keep tabs of how we're doing. You guys are going to be hearing a lot more from us in the next coming months. We're going to be doing this challenge soon. We'll be offering personal training online. We're going to be throwing up, my brain just went dead. We're going to be throwing up more nutritional stuff, some recipes. We're going to be videotaping workouts, posting that up on the website as well. You're going to be hearing a lot more from us. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.